Hi guys, I'm Karen Blacher. I'm sorry that it's been so long since I posted my last tutorial, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to start posting these more regularly for you again. I'm moving away from the superheroes for today. I actually want to start putting up some children's characters. I have two young children. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 5.5-year-old. And a lot of their favorite characters off of television I've discovered are relatively easy to draw. So I'm going to show you some cheek art aimed towards the younger crowd. For today, I'm actually designing this one in front of the camera for the first time. I've conceptualized it, but I've never tried it before. I'm confident that it's going to be easy enough that this is going to work for you. I'm going to do Warehouse Mouse from Disney's Imagination Movers. If you're not familiar with the Imagination Movers, this is them. They are a children's band, slightly more hip and less annoying than the Wiggles. They have their own show on the Disney Channel. And this little guy down here, I don't know if you can see him, but that's Warehouse Mouse. And as you can see, he's made up of very simple shapes, and I'm pretty confident that I can draw him for you. So here we go. I'm going to start with my number 4 round brush and some Snazaroo gray. Warehouse Mouse is more of a brownish gray, but I'm hoping a true gray is still going to do him justice. The beauty of Warehouse Mouse is that he's shaped like a triangle. So I'm going to start with a triangle with rounded edges. He has very little detail in him, this little guy, which is why I thought I could pull this off. So doing a triangle with rounded edges, I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 little lumps at the bottom to be his feet. I'm sort of just creating brush strokes here to guide myself later. We'll define those more with the outline. And he has very, very large ears. His ears actually go from his eyes all the way down past his mouth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that too. I'm taking a look at my reference here. Yep, they start just below the top of his head. So he's got they're more like elephant ears than mouse ears. Very round. This Angel Mickey Mouse. Alright, there he is. Now Warehouse Mouse's nose and the inside of his ears, I'm going to talk quietly because my daughter's waking up. His nose and the inside of his ears are actually almost a beige, and I don't really have a true beige, so I'm going to try to mix a really pale pink. I'm going to do that I'm going to try with my Snazaroo light pink, because it tends to be lighter than the DFX light pink. In fact, I'm just going to use that as is. That's a good color. See? It's a good color. So I'm going to use that for the inside of his ears and his nose. In hindsight, I should have left an empty space for his nose, because it's not going to go well over the gray, but we're going to try here. Yeah, that's a good color for this. Okay, so I'm going to do the inside of his ears. So like I said, this is Snazaroo Pale Pink. If you don't have Snaz, I find all the other pale pinks tend to be darker, so you would probably have to mix it with white. I don't know, maybe you have a better palette than I do. Experiment. It should really be peach. Alright, Warehouse Mouse has a frickin' ginormous nose. So I'm going to do a really big oval nose right here. Yeah, see? And I should have, in hindsight, left an empty space for this, because it's going to pick up the gray. That's okay, we'll do it for now, and I'll come back later. It's oval, but it should be a little bit wider than it is. Yeah, like that. I'll come back and fix that up after I do the black. We'll see if it needs it. Alright, I now need my number 1, little DFX black. Going to do his eyes. He has plain black beady eyes. There he is. Plain black beady eyes. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Little black eyes, just like so. And his mouth almost gets lost under his nose. Also, boring black. By boring, I mean simple and wonderful. And I'm going to do his little feet here. I don't think I made him big enough, so I'm actually going to bring his feet down below him. I want to make him a little longer. He seems out of proportion. So I'm going to give him a little more body here before I do feet. See, we're experimenting. And now, of course, it's wet, so I can't do feet over it. Dry! You know what? While waiting for it to dry, I'll do his hair, because I've been looking forward to that. He has orange hair. Orange is such a fun color. So we're gonna take some Snazaroo orange. And I'm actually thinking I'm actually gonna load my brush up first in my DFX Metallics yellow. I want to get sort of a two-tone effect going on here, even though he has pure orange hair. I'm gonna load up in the DFX Metallics yellow first, and then tip my brush in the orange. And we're gonna see how that does for us. And he just has poofy hair. Yeah, see, I like that. It's got almost like a flamey effect. And we don't want it to be too neat. There. It's already looking like Warehouse Mouse. Those of you who are Imagination Movers fans will recognize him. Okay. Now we're going to do his little feet. You know what? I'm changing my mind again. This is the problem of designing on camera. I was going to have his feet sort of within his body, but I'm actually going to have him dangle below him because he's often pictured that way, and I think it's cute. So we're going to have a floating Warehouse Mouse, and we're going to have dangly feet. Dangly feet. And now let's do some outlining, shall we? Dangly feet. I'll outline his little body, and I'm going to give him arms. He has little like T-Rex arms. He has very short arms, and they're just little U's. So I'm going to do one kind of like this. And he can be weaving with the other one. Going to do the rest of the outline here. Now I think I'm going to outline the whole thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to outline that nose. I want to brighten it up and see if it needs it. But I'll put a little bit of detail in his hair. I think that's a little too much detail. I gave him kind of a mohawk. But that's okay. Toss a little orange on top of it. It's just the one stupid line in the middle, I think, that's giving it the mohawk look. So let's just lose that. There, much better. In hindsight, I think I'd do the hair without any outline. See, you're learning with me. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't this exciting? We're designing together. I'm just going to come in with my light pink and brighten up his nose. And you know what? I'm liking that so much that I'm even going to take a little bit of white and put a highlight in the nose. Yeah, it's cute. It's like a balloony nose. And then all he needs is a tail. Warehouse Mouse's tail isn't actually black, but for the sake of quick face painting, if I was going to do this on a kid, I think I would make it black. So we'll go just... Oh, that's really cute. And ta-da! It's Warehouse Mouse. So there's my Warehouse Mouse. Over here is the actual Warehouse Mouse. I don't know if the camera's focusing on that. He's also on the back here in a raincoat. I'm not going to draw him in a raincoat. But there he is. I think I did him justice, and I hope that you can use this for your preschool crowd. More tutorials to come. I'm back, baby. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.